Presented by Listen Headlines. Latest financial news from trusted sources. Updating daily noontime New York City.
Wall Street Journal markets.
June 5, 11 o'clock America, New York. U.S. stock funds avoided the bear. Monthly monitor. After a month punctuated by market drops, a late May advance kept stocks, and funds that invest in them, on even footing.
Wall Street Journal markets.
June 5, 10 o'clock America, New York. Reddit is the king of bad timing. The birthplace of the meme stock frenzy failed to cash in on its popularity, and it wasn't the first time. Wall Street Journal U.S. Business.
June 5, 10 o'clock America, New York. Friendshoring might be bad for global growth. Some economists worry that picking trade partners for geopolitical reasons could create a world of antagonistic blocs.
Armstrong Economics.
June 5, 8:54 America, New York. Armstrong interview on Wiggin sessions. The post-Armstrong interview on Wiggin sessions first appeared on Armstrong Economics.
BBC News Business.
June 5, 8:44 America, New York. Easyjet cancels 80 flights as travel disruption continues. Airlines continue to cancel flights as travel secretary says industry must solve labor shortages.
BBC News Business.
June 5, 8:30 America, New York. Easyjet cancels 80 flights as travel disruption continues. Airlines continue to cancel flights as travel secretary says industry must solve labor shortages.
Wall Street Journal markets.
June 5, 8:03 America, New York. Rally in Cathie Wood's fund offers hint of optimism. Shares of the fund have advanced 17% since bottoming in early May, and they have outpaced the S&P 500 over the same period.
Global economy.
June 5, 8 o'clock America, New York. U.S. Treasury takes aim at World Bank over climate change inaction. Letter from Biden administration officials identifies gaps in institutions' response to requests from Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen. Daily FX market news.
June 5, 8 o'clock America, New York. S&P 500 forecast for the week ahead. Inflation data to make or break the market. The May U.S. inflation report will be key for the S&P 500 next week. For sentiment to improve meaningfully, the data will have to show that inflationary pressures are easing at a rapid pace.
Armstrong Economics.
June 5, 7:43 America, New York. Biden on gun control. The post Biden on gun control first appeared on Armstrong Economics.
Marginal Revolution.
June 5, 7:25 America, New York. The insane wait times to get an appointment for a U.S. visitor visa. The wait times to get an appointment to get a visa to visit the U.S. are absurdly long. To get an appointment for a visitor visa in New Delhi, for example, takes 291 days.
New York Times Business.
June 5, 7 o'clock America, New York. The week in business. Meta changes. Jobs growth continued to be strong. OPEC Plus announced that it would increase oil production. And a report on inflation in May is coming.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business.
June 5, 7 o'clock America, New York. Elon Musk's bot problem on Twitter is extraordinary. The Tesla CEO's prominence and interaction with other users, as well as the topics he tweets about, make him a magnet for people looking to spread spam and other suspicious content.
Global economy.
June 5, 7 o'clock America, New York. The cost of complexity in supply chains. Powerful middlemen distort global markets and drain revenues.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business.
June 5, 5:30 America, New York. Macy's, Gap, and other clothing stores are stuck with the wrong stuff. Shoppers shifted spending away from casual clothes and home items that had been in demand during the height of the pandemic, catching some retailers off guard and leaving them with excess goods that need to be marked down.
New York Times Business. June 5, 5 o'clock America, New York. In older Americans, rising debt may adversely affect health. Research shows that debt has risen among older people, and those who owe are more likely to have multiple diagnosed illnesses.
Global economy.
June 5, 4 o'clock America, New York. Has U.S. inflation peaked? Market questions as the FT's guide to the week ahead.
Marginal Revolution.
June 5, 3:12 America, New York. When should rhetoric be racially salient? Utilizing a correlational design, N equals 498. We found that those who perceived COVID-19 racial disparities to be greater reported reduced fear of COVID-19. which predicted reduced support for COVID-19 safety precautions.
Marginal revolution.
June 5. 040 America New York, crypto's volatility premium. That is the topic of this week's Bloomberg column, 2x the usual length, building on earlier work by Tyrone. See also this Megan McArdle column. As for me, here is a key excerpt.
Armstrong Economics.
June 5. 004 America New York, a joint statement from Powell and Yellen. The posted joint statement from Powell and Yellen first appeared on Armstrong Economics.
Daily FX Market News.
June 4. 2000 America New York, gold price outlook. ZAO, USD may fall as markets pivot back to inflation woes. Gold prices remain vulnerable after a solid U.S. non-farm payrolls report underscored the Fed's confidence in the economic outlook. All eyes are on the next U.S. inflation report.
New York Times Business.
June 4. 1908 America New York, baby formula plant that shut down and fueled crisis restarts production. Abbott Nutrition said that its plant in Sturgis, Mich. resumed production of Elecare and other formulas on Saturday. The Abbott Nutrition baby formula plant in Sturgis, Mich. has restarted production.
The Library of Economics and Liberty.
June 4. 1829 America New York, the other F word. When I was young, people on the left used to refer to right-wing authoritarian governments in places such as Latin America as fascist. Scholars would occasionally point out that the term fascism has historically meant something more than just right-wing authoritarian, citing specific examples such as Mussolini's Italy and Hitler's Germany.